cavalry officer, I can tell what a horseshoe is, but I'm always interested when I see horseshoes that have been plated, because that tells me there's something special about them.
Well, those horseshoes came from the regimental mascot of the 1st Battalion Lancashire Fusiliers, a Burmese hill pony named Minnie. We've really got to go back to 1944, and in Burma, when the Japanese were trying to invade India, it was decided to send in Chindits into about 70 miles behind the Japanese.
So they were effectively the sort of special forces of the day?
They were the special forces, and they landed at a place called Broadway. One of the Burmese hill ponies that was lifted into Broadway, 6 days later, delivered a foal.
So they brought a pony that was in foal without anybody realising it?
Right, yes.
It's amazing.
Because she was born alongside this mortar position, they called her Minnie. She was with the battalion for about 2 months fighting the Japanese. And on one occasion, a shell landed in the transport lines, killing 6 mules, and Minnie was injured, badly injured. So she was nursed back to health, and she used to spend her days wandering around the position when they were not fighting, and she was a good morale booster for the soldiers.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? Soldiers and animals, there's this long, long thread throughout civilization. They bond together. I'm always reminded of the cat on HMS Amethyst, who was a great morale booster.
Yes.
So it's the same sort of story.
Eventually, the strong point had to be evacuated, and the brigadier, who was Mad Mike Calvert, decided that he would get her flown back to India. So they secured an airstrip, and a Dakota came in, and Minnie was loaded on and flown back to...
That's a pony into a Dakota?
Yeah.
I know people have trouble getting them into a horse box.
Anyhow, she went back to India and waited for the battalion to arrive. And then after that, she spent the next sort of 4 or 5 years as our regimental mascot.
There's also a great interest in sort of animal and army stories, and if these came up for auction, you would have thought, there's a pair of horseshoes. But I think that because of this story, it's just so fantastic that if you had to buy those, you would be paying something like £300 for them.
Really?
Yes, because it's just a story that makes it. Otherwise, it's played as horseshoes.
Oh, they'll never be sold, though.
Well, I think it's great that you've preserved her memory.
Thank you.